Hello and welcome to Mascalls Academy BBC School News Report. This is Thomas and I'm Sam, and we will be taking you through the news at Mascalls.
Our top stories today: the students give us their views,
Mr Farr gets all serious,
and Miss Stevens gives us an exclusive interview about the migrant crisis in Calais.
Firstly, one topic that has been hot in the news over the last 3 months is immigration. This can be split into 3 sections: regional, national and international.
Let us hand you over to our background reporters who will give you the information on each section.
With the UK at the forefront of a migration crisis, the South East is usually the point where migrants enter the country, particularly at Dover. The migration crisis has been one of the most talked about topics for many years now. Finally, it seems refugees are moving into the local area. Recently, Tunbridge Council has said it will take 10 refugee families by 2020. Other local towns and villages have made similar pledges. Many people believe in the area that immigration is potentially a threat and going to damage our economy, which could be a large factor with an upcoming EU referendum in June of this year. Of course, the South East has been affected by Operation Stack, which forces lorries to park on the M20, causing huge queues and long delays. Many people blamed immigration on this and demanded that the government do something. Will we see a fray in the tolerance of immigration with the Calais jungle just an hour away? We spoke to Mr Farr about the crisis.
We're joined by Mr Farr, Head of Learning Communities at Mascalls Academy, and we're going to be talking about what Mascalls is doing on behalf of the migrants and to get his opinion on the matter. So the first question: the migrant crisis in Calais has been ongoing for a number of months now. Have you been affected in any way?
No.
What is Mascalls Academy doing to provide support and aid to the migrants in Calais and worldwide?
Firstly, our food bank that we're doing, that's been made as part of a competition over the next couple of weeks. That's one thing that can be linked to that. Secondly, Finn O'Hara, he went across, did a documentary, and I think that's really powerful because the students can really relate to that, and that's also come up during our current affairs sessions and something that we also look at in our geography lessons.
What are the benefits migrants can bring to the local areas in and around Kent?
I think there's many benefits. First of all, the culture. So by any different cultures being introduced to different societies, I think it's a really, really positive thing. Sharing their culture, not just in schools but within local communities. Secondly, I think in terms of the economy, so people coming across and filling low-paid jobs is again a really good thing because of the benefits to the economy.
Thank you for giving your time to answer my questions.
No worries, anytime.
Great, so that leads us nicely onto our main story today. Let us hand you over to our French correspondent Eliza, who's been talking to Miss Stevens about her view on migrants and the crisis in Calais.
We're joined with Miss Stevens to talk about immigration on a national scale, particularly in the jungle in Calais. The first question: do you feel we need to improve our border controls, and if so, how?
Well, actually, I believe our border controls are fairly robust, and if our border controls are about controlling the way people come in, we are managing to do that. If you look at the number of immigrants that have successfully got into the country, it's actually a really tiny proportion of the people that are trying to.
Do you feel sympathy with the migrants in Calais, and if so, why?
I do actually feel sympathy for the migrants in Calais, yes. When the situation first started to become a big issue in this country, when the numbers started to really build up in Calais and this place started to be built, which ended up being called the Jungle, which is basically a refugee camp. The people that I met there were fleeing terrible situations in their own country, many of them from African countries, but in the Middle East as well. And to talk to the individuals, you really do wonder what they've been running from in order to take that kind of risk, because many of them had travelled for 8 months minimum, not knowing where they'd end up, being treated very badly by some people on the way, although very kindly by other people on the way, and then ending up in what really I can only describe as a slum.
Immigration has always been something that has happened around us. In 1990, there were 154 million migrants across the world, and this figure has grown to 231 million by 2013. Currently, there is an international crisis of immigration, with the movement of people a hot topic in the press. In previous years, the US and British interventions in Iraq and Afghanistan have left many people homeless and in need of relocation. From this conflict, we've seen ISIS, a terrorist organisation, created and causing havoc in Syria. This has created huge problems for civilians fleeing the country. This has left huge refugee camps in northern France, such as the Jungle in Calais. Over 35,000 Syrians have applied for asylum in Britain in 2015, whilst Germany has the highest number of applicants for Syria in 2015, with 476,000 applications. In America, Donald Trump caused outrage by declaring that he wants a total and complete shutdown of the borders and said our leaders can figure out what the hell is going on. This comment sparked fierce division, showing that the immigration question is a hotly debated worldwide topic. Do you agree with Donald Trump's comments? We asked some of the students in the school.
No, I don't agree at all, because it doesn't promote multicultural society, and that's just like a backward step overall.
No, and I'm saying this because not all Muslims, the majority of Muslims don't have the views of extremists.
Personally, I disagree. I think immigration is beneficial to all countries, and to be honest, Donald Trump he's just bigoted, and you know it's just not very intelligent.
I totally agree with that. I think we are one world, and at the end of the day we need to look out for each other. And I think these people, especially from places like Syria, experience the worst that some people can offer, and I think we really need to reach out to them. I think closing borders is just not how to go about it.
We're in the MFL department at Mascalls Academy, and we're going to be interviewing two Spanish representatives on the topic of immigration. I'm here with Miss Mon and Anna. How have you two benefited from coming to England?
Well, I came to England to learn English, so I improved my level quite a lot in these 2 years, and also I found a job in a school, which is a very good opportunity for my experience, because I wanted to be a teacher.
I didn't have a job in Spain when I came here, so I was offered this position and I just took it, and it was a really, really great change for me.
What is your opinion on the migrant crisis at the moment?
Well, I think that's an awful situation for them. I understand that some people will take advantage of that they have more facilities to come to Europe, but there are people who have been in a really bad situation. Any of us want to have that situation, being insecure. It's not about money, it's about your life.
Especially, I think, because we kind of understand what they are going through. We had it much better. We didn't have that problem of, you know, we need to leave because my country is in war, but we still need to leave the country, and it's really difficult and it's really hard, and all your family and friends are there, and it's another language, and it's not easy. So we kind of understand what they are going through.
That's it from us today. We hope you have enjoyed our news bulletins on immigration faced in the UK and worldwide.
For more information on any of the stories today, or to see the radio reports our journalists have written, see the link below.
Have a great day from all of us in the newsroom, and goodbye.
Goodbye.